started. So we'll begin by setting our motivation. So we recollect that we are using these classes during the 49 days of the first 49 days after Lama Zopa has passed away. And we're fulfilling the advice given by Khandrila to familiarize our minds with bodhicitta and death and impermanence, these Lamrim topics. And Khandrila is giving the same advice, as we've said, that Lama Zopa spent his entire life giving. So in that way, we strengthen our bond, our relationship to Lama Zopa Rinpoche by what pleases his holy mind more than anything else, listening to and implementing his advice. And a world in which students relate to their teacher in that way is a world in which that teacher will easily reincarnate, having students to lead. And we also get the benefits of the Lamrim itself. Speeding our journey both by relating constructively and to the Guru, and also moving closer to realizing the Lamrim. So I think along these lines and set our motivation. And then with that motivation, I thought, I was looking through Lama Zopa Rinpoche's bodhicitta attitude, and I thought we would meditate on the section called the long motivation. And the long motivation, in a way, it's combining both the realization of death and impermanence and the realization of bodhicitta, along with some other things, but it's coming from his text, the Bodhisattva Attitude. It's just a wonderful book. So that's what we'll do. So we'll begin by adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to avoid slouching or leaning. We also let go of any unnecessary tension in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. And begin to pull back your awareness from attending to the environment, constraining your awareness just to the body and mind, concentrating that awareness in the present moment by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from that distraction and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. Then, when the mind feels more calm, briefly reassert your motivation. And then we'll begin following Lama Zopa Rinpoche's advice in this teaching. His instruction is to start by thinking that Guru Shakyamuni Buddha descended into this world from Tushita Pure Land and showed the 12 deeds of a Buddha. He taught the Dharma by expounding the 84,000 teachings and enlightened numberless sentient beings, not only in this world, but also in other universes. In this way, the benefits to sentient beings were as limitless as the sky. So pause and kind of rejoice that we ourselves are the beneficiaries as well of the Buddha's emanation into the world. So connect with what that means to you. And then Lama Zopa continues. In the general view, the Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma 3 times. He taught the 4 noble truths in Sarnath, the middle wheel of Dharma revealing the perfection of wisdom sutras at Rajgir, and the final wheel of Dharma teaching the 3 characteristics at Vaishali. Then the Buddha manifested into Buddha Vajradhara and deities to reveal the tantric teachings. He manifested into Chakrasamvara and revealed the Chakrasamvara teachings on the top of Mount Meru, into Yamantaka at Organ in Pakistan, and into Kalachakra at Aramvati in India. Finally, the Buddha showed impermanence to us by teaching sentient beings. Finally, the Buddha showed impermanence to us sentient beings and passed away into the sorrowless state. All that is left now are scriptures and some ruins at holy places like Rajgir and Shravasti. Therefore, there is no question that I myself can die even today. So again, we'll pause and first think not only did the Buddha come and teach, but taught the complete path of Sutra and Tantra. And that again, these teachings continue in an unbroken lineage. So think not only did the Buddha reveal the path to enlightenment, but provided the method for accomplishing that path in even one ordinary lifetime. So again, try to connect with how extraordinary that is and rejoice. But then we are reminded as well that even the Buddha had to show the aspect of passing away, the karma for him to remain in the world finished. And so there's no question that my own life will finish. That separation of body and mind can occur even today. As we've said in the Lamrim, if we can, we're encouraged to think that it will happen today. Lama Zopa continues writing, then there were the two close disciples of the Buddha, Shariputra and Madgalyana, the pandits Nagarjuna, Asanga, Chandrakirti, and so forth, and many other great Indian yogis, such as Naropa, Tilopa, and Saraha. They wrote many texts, taught, and gave incredible benefit to sentient beings and to the teachings of the Buddha. But now I can only hear their names and see the texts they left, and some caves and places where they meditated. Therefore, again, there is no question that I myself can die even today. So I bring to mind all of these commentators, great masters that we study, thinking of their accomplishments as well, and recognizing that They too showed the aspect of passing away. Lama Zopa continues. After that, many great lamas appeared in each of the four traditions in Tibet, including Padmasambhava and Longchen, Rabjampa, Marpa, Milarepa, the five great Sakya pandits, Lama Tsongkhapa and his disciples, and so forth. They completed the path to enlightenment and gave incredible benefit to sentient beings. Now I cannot see them, just the places where they practiced, like the caves of Lama Tsongkhapa and Milarepa, and their texts, nothing else. They all passed away. Therefore, I myself can die even today. So contemplate again these great lamas and their incredible contributions, and yet the time of their death also arrived. Then Lama Tsongkhapa continues. Even in this life, I have met many virtuous friends who were kinder than all the numberless past, present, and future Buddhas who have passed away. I've made a dharmic connection and received teachings from virtuous friends who were great yogis and scholars, but now I cannot see them. Now those aspects are no longer present. Therefore, I myself can die even today. So we think of those that have helped us along the path. Perhaps through books or recordings. In some cases, Dharma friends or past teachers. And think that they all had to show the aspect of passing away as well. And then Lama Zopa continues, how most unbelievably fortunate it is that today I have the freedom to wake up and practice Dharma. In every second, there is so much I can do with this human body, not only a precious human body, extremely rare to find, but one with 18 qualities almost impossible to achieve. In each second, I have the great freedom and opportunity to create the cause of happiness in all my future lives by generating renunciation of this life, ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara by generating renunciation of future lives and actualizing the right view, and enlightenment by generating bodhicitta. I can create the cause for all of this temporary and ultimate happiness, even in 1 second. Therefore, each second of this perfect human rebirth that I have is much more precious than mountains of gold and diamonds. Gold and diamonds, even the size of the earth, or the whole sky filled with wish-granting jewels. Even if I owned skies filled with wish-granting jewels, the value of all that would be nothing compared to 1 second of this perfect human rebirth. Because with all that wealth, I still could not achieve the happiness of future lives, liberation from samsara, or full enlightenment for sentient beings that I can with this perfect human rebirth. Therefore, I must not waste even a second of this life. I must make it meaningful by practicing Dharma. Practicing Dharma means the 3 principal aspects of the path: renunciation, bodhicitta, and right view as a foundation, and then Tantra, abandoning impure appearance and impure thought, living in the 3 levels of vows, pratimoksha, bodhisattva, and tantric. So reflect on that contemplation and try to feel the extraordinary preciousness of your life in a deep, visceral way. Then think, since I am going to die, what should I do? I must practice bodhicitta. Lama Zopa says, begin by reflecting on the shortcomings of cherishing the self, which opens the door to every suffering and obstacle, and on the benefits of cherishing others, which brings all of the happiness up to enlightenment, to you and to numberless sentient beings, as well as every quality. So we try to recognize that living our life in a self-centered way is the doorway to all loss, all suffering, closes us off to the needs of others, creates competition and conflict. Whereas living our life in an open-hearted, selfless way is the doorway to all benefit. Makes our own problems seem insignificant, gives us great meaning and purpose. And gives rise easily to warmth and connection. And Lama Zopa encourages us to, or instructs us to develop compassion for the numberless sentient beings under the control of karma and delusion, and take upon ourselves the sufferings, the environmental sufferings of the place of their birth, as well as all of their personal, individual sufferings. And even the causes of their sufferings. Lama Zopa says, take all of this into your heart and give it to the self-cherishing thought, like putting a bomb on top of your enemy and completely destroy it. And Lama Zopa instructs that we generate loving kindness toward all sentient beings and offer to all sentient beings all of our past, present, and future merits, all the resultant happiness of those merits up to enlightenment, all your material possessions, and even your family and friends. Think that by receiving these things, the numberless sentient beings receive a perfect human body, meet the Dharma, and meet a virtuous friend, gain perfect enjoyment, perfect companions, and are born in a pure land, actualize the complete path, and are liberated from all suffering and its causes, attain the unimaginable qualities of a Buddha, and become the deity. So focus now on that sense of giving without limit on the basis of immeasurable love. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And Lama Tsongkhapa, I'm sorry, Lama Zopa offers a dedication. So we'll use that. He says after that, think this is just a visualization. In reality, sentient beings are still suffering. I must liberate them from the oceans of samsaric suffering, along with its causes, karma, and defilements, and bring them to enlightenment by myself alone. Therefore, I must achieve enlightenment. Therefore, I'm going to engage in virtuous activities. May all my activities of body, speech, and mind become the cause to achieve enlightenment and enlighten all sentient beings. He says also, you can pray. From now on, may I be like Lama Tsongkhapa by having the same qualities, and may I be able to offer limitless skies of benefit for sentient beings and to the teachings of the Buddha. Right. And then we'll end with the swift return prayers. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious ones, Shravakas and Prajeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you wore the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean, of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And then Kanjalas. Guru, most gracious and kind, do not deprive us of your compassionate refuge. Listen and consider this heartfelt prayer made by a tormented disciple. Guru, you embody the blessings of the Buddhas of the three times. You may rest in great bliss, equipoise within the dhatu of unimpeded luminosity, yet the playful dance of your loving compassion can emanate in myriad ways. The swift appearance of your magical wisdom, the Rupakaya. The time has come for you to care for us once again with your affectionate compassion. I invoke you, I call upon you, I implore you on behalf of all beings. Arise, arise, arise from the Dharmakaya. Do not rest in Kitara or other pure celestial realms. Rather, to benefit the Buddha's teachings and all living beings, swiftly return to this southern continent to spread the Buddha Dharma of study and realization. Quickly return to guide us poor wretched beings. Such is the desperate cry of us, your disciples. Return so that we may actually behold your presence and receive the blessings of your enlightened body, speech, and mind. All violations, errors, mistakes, and broken samaya that we have made in relation to your spontaneously present awakened body, speech, mind, and activity Through our being baffled, confused, and conceiving things in erroneous ways, we confess within the luminous emptiness of your three kayas. Of everything auspicious, the supreme auspiciousness, may there be the auspiciousness of emptiness and compassion conjoined, and the auspiciousness of a timely meeting between master and disciples. Through the force of the truth of unchanging suchness, may the unmistaken incarnation return quickly. This lament was made by me, a Dakini, with pure faith and samaya, her eyes filled with tears of sorrow. May these wishes of a beggar woman be fulfilled through the blessings of the deities of the three roots. Perception, its object, and the act of perceiving, all dissolve within the expanse, the blissful clarity of suchness. Ah. All right, any questions or thoughts?
That was nice. Thank you.
All right, so, yep, we'll meet again on Thursday.